The Aqua Chi is a very reliable and trouble-free machine, but should upon occasion it not function properly, here are a few things for you to check. First, make sure that it's plugged in. Check the wall, check the yellow light on the gfci and make sure it's on. Make sure it's plugged in to the back of the machine. Once you've checked to make sure that the power cables are properly connected, turn the timer back on and turn the power control to max. If your green light comes on, everything is fine. If it doesn't, we're going to have to run a test on the power pack. Now the first thing to do is to turn the power control back off and turn the timer off and disconnect the DC cable. Now we're going to change the fuses. Now before you change the fuses, and this is very important, make sure the machine is disconnected from the wall. Now your Aqua Chi came with 2 spare fuses. We'll use these to replace what's in the machine, regardless of how they look. All right, let's go ahead and change them. To remove the fuses from the machine, push down on the base of the fuse holder, pull it out, remove and discard the old fuse. Now, replace it with the new fuse and reinsert it. Do the same thing to the other side. All right, now we've hooked the machine back up to power. And we're going to turn the timer on. And once again, turn the power control to max. And we have our green light. Now, just to check to make sure everything is fine, we're going to turn the power control back off. Now this green light is going to stay on for about 1 to 3 minutes. All right, as you can see, the light has gone out. So let's turn the power control back to max. And the light has come back on. Now, if this light does not come back on, then there's a problem with the power pack, and you should call technical support immediately. All right, now we know the problem is not with the power pack. So the next thing we're going to do is replace the old cable with the spare cable that came with your Aqua Chi, just in case there's a short in the original cable. The other thing we're going to do is examine very, very carefully the module. Look at this strip, the module strip. Make sure that the only rings that it is touching are the 2nd and the 6th, or the 2nd from the bottom, depending on how you look at it. If it's touching any other metal, this could blow a fuse. Another thing to think about is if you added salt to the water, you may want to dump the water and start over, because if you put in too much salt, that could also cause the fuse to blow. Now, if it's neither of those 2 things, then again, call technical support immediately. The only other problem you might have is if you're doing a treatment and the water is not changing color, your module may need a deep cleaning, even if it looks like this one. All right, to do a deep clean, we're going to put the modular unit back in the CLR, but this time, instead of doing it for 20 minutes, we're going to leave it for 7 days. That's right, 7 days. Just let it sit. At the end of that time, take it out, try it again. If that doesn't correct the problem, call technical support. And if you encounter any other problems, again, call technical support. That's why they're there. And don't forget, be sure to read your owner's manual.